Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about the linear phase realization of the FIR filter. So in the previous video we discussed the two realization. One is the transversal structure or the direct form realization, and another one is a cascade form realization of the FIR filter. Okay. So now we are going to discuss about the third realization, linear phase realization. So this realization is very important since this realization, this linear if you are implementing the FIR filter in linear phase realization, so the number of multiplier used is reduced by half the amount. Okay, so that's why instead of choosing the direct form realization and cascade form realization, so we may use this linear phase realization, okay, in order to reduce the number of components required. Okay, so that is the very greatest advantage of this linear phase realization. Okay, so if you want to learn the previous realization like the direct form and cascade form realization videos means I will give link in the description box, you can refer it. Or if you want to learn all lecture videos related with the subject discrete time signal processing or digital signal processing in my channel, in the name of discrete time signal processing as well as digital signal processing, the playlist is there. In that playlist all videos are available in order from the starting that is a DFT to this. Okay, so you can learn. So now we have to see, so this linear phase realization is valid for the linear phase FIR filter only. Okay, so we can use for any FIR filter, we can use the direct form realization and cascade form realization. But for linear phase FIR filter only, this linear phase realization is possible. Okay, what is linear phase? That is already the FIR filter, it satisfies the linear phase property, the symmetry property. That means the unit sample response satisfy the condition, this one. Okay, so this thing is said to be the linear phase property of that FIR filter. That is h of n equal to h of capital N minus 1 minus n. Okay, where h of n, it is a impulse response, unit sample response or unit impulse response. So the unit impulse response value h of n is always equal to h of n minus 1 minus n, where capital N is the order of the filter and small n is the discrete time. Okay, so if the filter satisfy this condition means, so for that FIR filter, we can use this linear phase realization. And you know the advantage of this linear phase realization is that the number of multipliers used is automatically reduced by half the amount. Okay, that is the advantage. So in direct form realization, already if you want to realize the that is nth order FIR filter means we needed m number of multipliers and n minus 1 adders and n minus 1 delay element. Okay, so so similarly if you want to implement the same nth order FIR filter in linear phase realization, you required only the n by 2 number of multipliers. Okay, so that is the advantage. Okay, so how to realize, we can see. So this is a very important 6-mark problem as well as the 2-mark question also. Okay, so first you see if the order of the filter is even. Okay, if n is even means, if the order of the filter is even means, so this is the diagram. So I will tell how to draw the diagram, okay, in a step-by-step manner. Okay, you just see. Similarly, if the n is even, okay, the order is even means the number of multipliers required is n divided by 2. Okay, so if you want to realize the 4th order filter means the number of multiplier required is 4 by 2, 2 only. Okay, but in direct form realization, we needed a 4th order filter means 4 multiplier we have to use. Okay, but in linear phase realization, the number of multiplier required is only n by 2. Okay, similarly, this is the linear phase structure if the order is odd. Okay, so for example, n equal to 3, n equal to 5 means, so this is the linear phase realization. So in that, the number of multiplier required is n plus 1 divided by 2. Okay, for example, if n is 3 means, the number of multiplier is used is 3 plus 1 divided by 2, it is 2. Okay, so that's why when compared to the direct form and cascade form realization, number of multipliers automatically reduced by half the amount. Okay, so this is the advantage of linear phase realization. Okay, so you just compare this two diagram when n is even and n is odd. What is the difference means? So here we are using one more delay element. Okay, in center here there is not at all available. Okay, that is the only difference. Okay, so this is the the common linear phase realization structure. So now we will move to the problem. If you are solving the problem, you can understand in a easy way. Okay, so just you see the problem. So this is a university problem, 6-mark question. You see the question, realize the following system function h of z equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 z inverse plus z power minus 2 plus 1 by 4 z power minus 3 plus z power minus 4 plus 1 by 3 z power minus 5 plus 1 by 2 into z power minus 6 in linear phase realization. This is the question. Okay, so first we have to check. So already you know, if you want to realize the FIR filter in linear phase realization means, so first the given filter is a linear phase filter. Okay, so we have to check whether the given filter is a linear phase filter or not. So what is the condition in order to check the given filter is a linear phase filter or not? That is the impulse response h of n equal to h of capital N minus 1 minus n. If it satisfies this condition means that filter is called as a linear phase filter. Okay, so now we are going to first check if that satisfy means we can realize in linear phase realization. Okay, so first you see, so here this is our given transfer function. So in that, what is the highest power of this is at 6. Okay, so this 6 indicates it is a n minus 1. Okay, so the highest power it is a n minus 1. So n minus 1 is equal to 6. So n minus 1 is equal to 6 means what is n? N equal to 7. So the order of the our FIR filter is 7. Okay, so now you apply, so n equal to 7. So here first put the time n equal to small 0. Okay, small n is the time, capital N is the order. So capital N is always 7. It's a constant. Small n is the time. Okay, so first one, if small n equal to 0 means, so you substitute in that equation. So h of 0 equal to h of 7 minus 1 minus 0. So what is the answer? H of 6. So if the impulse response h of 0 and h of 6, if this two is equal means that is a condition for the linear phase FIR filter. Similarly, if small n equal to 1, okay, small n equal to 1 means, so h of 1 is equal to h of 7 minus 1 minus 1, so which is equal to h of 5. So h of 1, h of 5, it should be equal. Similarly, h of 2, okay, n equal to 2 means the h of 2, h of 4, it should be equal. Similarly, h of 3 equal to h of 3, so h of 3 is unique. Okay, so in the given thing, if this condition is satisfied means, that is h of 0, h of 6 is equal means h of 1, h of 5 equal, h of 2, h of 4 equal means the given filter is a linear phase FIR filter. Okay, so what is h of 0? So already you know this is the standard FIR filter equation. So the standard FIR filter equation is, you know, h of z is equal to, okay, already we discussed in the previous video, summation n equal to 0 to n minus 1, okay, h of n into z power minus n. Okay, so this is the transfer function of standard FIR filter. So if you are expanding this equation, we can get h of z is equal to h of 0 plus h of 1 z power minus 1, h of 2 z power minus 2, etc. up to h of n minus 1 z power minus of n minus 1. Okay, so this is the standard FIR filter equation. So you just compare this standard FIR filter equation with our given h of z equation. Okay, you just compare this two. So what is this 1 by 2? This 1 by 2 is nothing but h of 0. Okay, so the filter coefficient h of 0, the impulse response h of 0 is 1 by 2. And what is h of 1? H of 1 is the coefficient multiplied with z inverse. So you see here, what is the coefficient multiplied with z inverse? 1 by 3. So this 1 by 3 is a h of 1. So you just write down h of 0 is 1 by 2. h of 1 is 1 by 3. Similarly, the coefficient multiplied with z power minus 2 is 1. Okay, so that is said to be the h of 2. Similarly, h of 3, h of 4, h of 5, h of 6, you just write. Okay, so we can get the filter coefficient. So in that filter coefficient, we have to check this condition. Okay, so what's the condition? If h of 0, h of 6 is equal or not, we have to verify. So you see h of 0, h of 6. You just check what is the h of 0 value and h of 6 equal 1 by 2. Okay, similarly, h of 1 and h of 5. You check whether it is equal or not equal. Similarly, h of 2, h of 4. You just check it is equal 1, 1. H of 3 is unique. Okay, so the given FIR filter is a linear phase FIR filter. So from that, we can say that h of 0 and that the first one and last sequence is equal. Similarly, the second one and from last the second sequence is equal. H of 3 is unique. Okay, so if it satisfies this condition, h of n equal to h of n minus 1 minus n means, so the given FIR filter, okay, the given system function is a linear phase FIR filter. Okay, so if it is a linear phase FIR filter, so we can realize our given transfer function in linear phase realization. Okay, so according to that linear phase realization, so how to realize, we can see. So after checking, so you just combine, okay, so in this, you just combine the coefficients. Okay, so you see this equation. So in this equation, this first term and last term, okay, is having the constant value same. Okay, so if you are combining the first term and last term, taking 1 by 2 outside, we can write 1 plus z power minus 6. Okay, similarly, you just combine this two. 1 by 3 z inverse, 1 by 3 z power minus 5. If you are combining, taking 1 by 3 outside, we can write it as z inverse plus z power minus 5. Okay, similarly, you just combine this two thing, z power minus 2 and z power minus 4, you can combine. Okay, so we can reduce the h of z equation as like this. So you see, we are combining the first term and last term. 1 by 2 common, so 1 plus z power minus 6. Similarly, 1 by 3 common is z power minus 1 plus z power minus 5. Similarly, 1 common is z power minus 2 plus z power minus 4 plus 1 by 4 is z power minus 3. Okay, you just combine. Since you know h of 0 and h of 6 is equal, so we are taking outside. Similarly, h of 1, h of 5 is equal, so we are taking outside. Okay, so we can get the equation like this. So now this equation we are going to realize using linear phase realization. Okay, so in that, first we have to identify how many delay we have to use. Okay, so what is the maximum delay here? Z power minus 6. Okay, so by z power minus 6 is obtained by 6 delay we have to use. Okay, so if 6 delay means in top we have to use the 3 delay. So you see, this is the first delay. This is our input x of z. Okay, so the x of z is first given to first delay. Okay, then this is the second delay. Okay, the output of first delay is given as an input to the second delay. Similarly, the output of the second one is given to the third delay, z inverse. Okay, so if 6 delay means in top you just draw that 3 delay. Similarly in bottom, okay, so that is in same position, you just draw the remaining 3 delay. So the output of the third delay is given as a input to the fourth delay. And similarly here you just draw one more delay, is that inverse. Okay, so here you just draw one more thing, is that inverse. Okay, so 6 delay we drawn. Okay, 6 delay we drawn, it is the first thing. So you just find what is the maximum delay, you find out. So if it is a 6 means in top 3, bottom 3 you just draw. If it is a 7 means, so top 3, bottom 3, in center we have to use one more delay. Okay, so we will see in that the next problem. Okay, if the n is even. So you just draw, then you see, so what is the output? So here x of z is in this point, x of z is available. So in this point, z inverse into x of z. Okay, so the output of the first delay is nothing but z inverse into x of z. What is the output available in this second delay? Z power minus 2 into x of z. Okay. What is the output available in this third delay? Z power minus 3 into x of z. Okay. Similarly, what is the output available here? Here is z power minus 4 into x of z. Okay. So in this, the output available is z power minus 5 into x of z. Similarly, here is z power minus 6 into x of z. Okay, so now we are going to combine the thing. So you know this h of z, we can write it as y divided by x. Okay, then this x we are cross multiplying, we can get the y. So that y equation only we are going to think. Okay, so similar to the direct form realization. So first thing, what is the first thing you see? 1 plus z power minus 6. So where is that is 1 plus z power minus 6 into x of z. So x of z is available here. Okay. Where is z power minus 6 into x of z? This available as a output of the last delay. Okay. So you just combine this two things. You just add using one adder. So for the first adder, we are giving x of z directly and z power minus 6 into x of z. Okay. So we got the output 1 plus z power minus 6 into x of z. So that value we have to multiply with the constant 1 by 2. So the output of this adder you take and you multiply it with 1 by 2. Okay, so we got the first term. Similarly, the second term. What is the second term? Z inverse and Z power minus 5 we have to add. So where is the Z inverse into x of z? The output of the first adder you take. Then Z power minus 5. Okay, so the output of the fifth adder we have to take. So you just combine using one adder. So for this adder, the arrow is important. This is one input, this is one input. Okay, then this output of adder, you just multiply with, what is the constant? 1 by 3. Okay, you just use one multiplier 1 by 3. Okay, similarly, what is the third term you see? Z power minus 2 plus Z power minus 4. So where is the Z power minus 2? Here it is available. Z power minus 4 is available here. So you just add using adder. Okay, so the arrow you give. Then this output of adder is multiply with, what is the coefficient here? 1. Okay, so simply arrow with 1. Then what is the fourth term? Z power minus 3 multiplied with 1 by 3. So the output of this third adder, okay, the output of this third adder is z power minus 3 into x of z. So this value is multiplied with 1 by 4. Okay, so we got 4 terms. Okay, and we have to add this 4 terms. So already you know, in order to add 2 term, we have to use one adder. Okay, so here you just place one adder. Okay, so for that adder, we are giving the first term. Okay, first term 1 by 2 x of z plus z power minus 6 into x of z, and another one, the output of this adder you just give. Okay, then in order to add, again you have to place adder here. So the output of this adder is given as a one of the input, and output of this one you just given here. Okay, you just add. Similarly, here we have to place one adder. So this one and this one you just add. So the output of this adder is a capital Y of Z. Okay, so this is the linear phase realization. So in this linear phase realization, you just check how many multipliers we are using. This is the first multiplier, 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4. Okay, only 4 multipliers we are using. Okay, so our given transfer function n equal to the given FR filter order is 7. So odd. So that's why the number of multipliers is 7 plus 1 by 2, 4. Okay, if the same function, if you are implementing in direct form realization or cascade form realization, means the number of multiplier used is 7. Okay, but in this linear phase realization, it is reduced to half. Okay, it is only 4. But number of adders remains same, number of delay element remains same, there is no change. But in direct form realization, the number of multiplier used is automatically reduced by half the amount. Okay, so this is the linear phase realization. Okay, so you see this is the diagram for our given thing. This is the x of z. So you see in top 3 z inverse block, in bottom 3 z inverse. Okay, signal flow you just draw. So x of z is coming here, then here. Okay, so here and here. Okay, so this is the 6 delay element. Then adder, here's one 3 adder, here 3 adder. Okay, we can get the output here. Okay, this is the linear phase realization. Okay, then we will see the one more problem. Realize the following system function using minimum number of multipliers. Okay, sometimes the question may be, instead of asking linear phase realization, they are mentioning realize the following system function using minimum number of multiplier. Okay, if minimum number of multiplier is automatically, we should know that it is a linear phase realization. Okay, so h of z is equal to, so similar to that, 1 plus 1 by 3 z inverse, something is given. So first we have to check this FIR filter is a linear phase or not. Okay, so what is the condition? If h of n equal to h of n minus 1 minus n means it's a linear phase FIR filter. Okay, so here what is the order n? So the capital N values, you see the higher order of Z is 5. So this 5 is n minus 1. Okay, n minus 1 is equal to 5. So from that n equal to 6. Okay, so you just substitute n value. So h of 0, h of 5, it should be equal. Okay, you see which one is h of 0? This first constant, it is a h of 0. What is h of 5? The coefficient of z power minus 5 is a h of 5. So this first coefficient and last coefficient, it should be same. Yes, both the coefficients are 1. And h of 1, h of 4, it should be equal. So you see, z power minus 1 coefficient is 1 by 3. Z power minus 4 coefficient is 1 by 3. Okay, yes, the second is satisfied. And the third, h of 2 and h of 3, it should be equal. Yes, 1 by 4, 1 by 4, equal. Okay, so the given system function is a linear phase FIR filter. Okay, so if it is a linear phase FIR filter, we can realize in linear phase realization. So in order to realize in linear phase realization, so just you combine the equation first. Okay, so this h of z, it can be written as, so 1 plus 1 and z power minus 5 you combine. So 1 plus z power minus 5, the first term. Okay, h of z is equal to. Then similarly you combine this two thing. Okay, 1 by 3 common. So you take 1 by 3 common. Z power minus 1 plus z power minus 4. Okay, then third one, 1 by 4 common. So 1 by 4 into z power minus 2 plus z power minus 3. Okay, this is said to be the h of z. So you combine the term and you just write. Okay, and you know the h of z is nothing but y of z by x of z. So from that, the y of z is equal to this x of z multiplied with each term. Okay, so here, so in order to draw this linear phase realization, so how many delay we have to use? 5 delay, since the order of the z is 5. Okay, so 5 delay we have to use. So in the 5 delay, so in top line 2 delay we have to use. So you see 2 delay, here 2 delay, common 1 delay we have to use. Okay, in previous problem 6 delay, so in top line 3 delay, bottom line 3 delay, but here 5. So 2 delay we have to use in top, 2 delay we have to use in bottom, and 1 more delay we have to use in center. Okay, this is the thing. So now we are going to draw the thing. So first, this is one z inverse. Okay, this is the first z inverse. So input is x of z. Okay, then this is the second z inverse, second delay element. Arrow is important. Then in center, we have to use one more delay, the third delay. Okay, then the fourth delay. Okay, it's the same position. Okay, so if you keep the delay in same position means then only we can draw the, we can combine easily. So here one is that inverse. Okay, fourth delay, and here you draw the fifth delay. Okay, so 5 delay we drawn. Okay, then the next one, what is the first term? 1 plus z power minus 5. So the output of this fifth delay and the x of z is added. Okay, the constant x of z is added. Okay, you just add, and this adder output is multiplied with the multiplier, since the coefficient is here 1. The next one z power minus 1. Z power minus 1 means output of first delay and output of fourth delay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the output here. Okay, you just add using adder, and the output is multiplied with 1 by 3. Similarly, so you see the last term, 1 by 4 into z power minus 2, z power minus 3. So this is the second delay. This is the output of third delay. Okay, you just add, you just combine the two things. Then you multiply with 1 by 4, the multiplier 1 by 4. Okay, then the output of this 3 adder we have to add. So use one adder here. You add the first term and second term. Okay, then again use one adder here. You add this and this. Okay, so we can get the output y of z. Okay, this is the linear phase realization. So in this problem, how many multiplier we are using? 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 multiplier, 5 delay element, and 5 adder we are using. Okay, so this is the exact diagram of our problem. Okay, so in the same way, we have to solve the remaining problem also. Okay, so just see, this is our answer. So you see the third question. So this is somewhat different question. So you see in this third problem, we are going to combine cascade realization as well as linear phase realization. Okay, so previously we discussed direct form realization and the cascade realization in the previous video. So you know what is cascade realization? If the given function, okay, given FIR filter is a higher order function, means so instead of realizing in direct form, we have to split the transfer function h of z into multiplication of the second order transfer functions. After that, we have to realize the h1 of z in direct form separately, h2 of z direct form separately. Then finally, we have to cascade. That is a cascade form realization. Okay, so here you see the question, the same thing, obtain the cascade realization, but with the minimum number of multiplier. So you know, with the minimum number of multiplier means automatically we have to see the linear phase realization. Okay, so here linear phase realization with the cascade realization we have to use. Okay, so you see the problem. What is the problem given? H of z is equal to 1 by 2 plus z power minus 1 plus 1 by 2 z power minus 2 into 1 plus 1 by 3 z power minus 1 plus z power minus 2. Okay, so here in problem itself, the h of z is given in a splitted format. So you consider this first term as a h1 of z, the second term as a h2 of z. Okay, so then what is the method in cascade form realization? So the given function is split into two things. So the h1 of z we have to realize separately, h2 of z we have to realize separately. So here it's not a simply cascade realization with minimum number of multipliers. So minimum number of multiplier means linear phase realization we have to use. Okay. So in order to implement in linear phase realization, first we have to check this h1 of z and h2 of z transfer function is linear phase condition, it's satisfied or not. You just see the 1 by 2 and 1 by 2 is same value, the center value is different. Okay, it satisfies the condition. Similarly, you see in h2 the coefficient 1 and the last coefficient 1, it satisfies, the center value is different. Okay, so yes, the h1 of z and the h2 of z, it satisfies the linear phase symmetry property. So we can realize the h1 of z, h2 of z in linear phase realization with minimum number of multipliers individually. And finally, we have to connect it in cascade. Okay, so the first, so the next step is to, we have to draw the linear phase diagram for h1 of z separately, h2 of z separately. So you see, this is the h1 of z diagram. Okay, so in h1 of z, you see the question, if you are combining this two, so you see the h1 of z can be written as h1 of z is equal to, if you are taking 1 by 2 common, 1 plus z power minus 2, okay, plus z inverse. Okay, if you are combining, we can get like this. So in this, so how many delay we have to use? 2 delay. Okay, so that's why you draw first delay in top line, second delay in bottom line. So this is the x of z, and this is the z power minus 2 into x of z. So you combine both the thing, you multiply with 1 by 2. Okay, so the first term we got it, 1 plus z power minus 2 multiplied with 1 by 2. What is the second term? Z inverse. Where is the z inverse available? The output of this second. Okay, this is the z inverse. So this z inverse multiplied with 1. Okay, so this one and this one is added. Okay, so this is the h1 of z diagram. Okay, so you draw h1 of z in linear phase realization. Similarly, you see h2 of z. So if you are combining the h2 of z, so the h2 of z can be written as taking 1 outside. If you are combining 1 plus z power minus 2. Okay, then plus 1 by 3 into z power minus 1. Okay, so here also we have to use 2 delay. So you see here 1 delay, here 1 delay. Okay, first one 1 plus z power minus 2. So this is the, you just assume this is the input x2. Okay, so x2 and 2 time delayed, you just add, and this added value you just multiply it with 1. Okay, then the next value 1 by 3 z inverse. Okay, this is the z inverse block, so this one is multiplied with 1 by 3. So this diagram is a h2 of z. Okay, so after drawing h1 of z, h2 of z individually, we have to connect it in cascade. So what does mean by cascade? The output of the first thing. Okay, this is the output, you know, this is the output. The output of the h1 of z is connected to the input of the second one. And we have to take the output of the second one as our desired output. Okay, you just connect the two diagram in a cascade. We can get the diagram like this. Okay, so this is the cascade realization with a minimum number of multipliers. Okay, so in this video, we solved the 3 problems related with the linear phase realization. Okay, so in previous video, already the direct form realization and cascade realization with the direct form is available. Okay, so if you want to watch that video means, I will give link in the description box, you can refer it. Okay, so thank you. Thanks for watching my video. Okay, so please subscribe my channel and please share this video to your friends also. Okay, so thank you. We will meet in the next video with one more problem.